Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. So, I have died. And I am on my way to get my gear again. I actually recorded a video earlier. And I didn't record any sound. No sound at all. So, we are... I basically moved out of the ash territory and hit this winter territory, and then moved through it to some forest and got killed there. And I've been working. I think I died from the disease because I couldn't find the antibiotics that are these blue pills right here. Because I was looking for a pill bottle. I looked at every item, you look, and I'm like, no pill bottles. And then a short while later, I dropped dead. I don't think I was bleeding to death. I think I was just infected, but maybe I bled to death. I'm not sure. I did, however, manage to ding level 19 and constructed... I think this water needs to be frozen. I constructed a good spiked club and a good fire axe. I tried to make a good... Actually, that's my third attempt to make a good fire axe today. The first two just came up as whatever orange is. Poor. Man, the sun setting is doing some weird things. I'm like, is that coal? But no, that's a shadow from a tree across the way, I think. So, yeah, I found a new little village to work on, and I'm contemplating dropping a sleeping bag here so I don't have so far to run. I think I can remember where I left all my other stuff. I guess I could set a hot point. I think they're hot points. A waypoint. I think you can set waypoints on the map. So maybe we'll try that after I kill these guys. I am having a horrible time. Oh man. Aiming the crossbow today. Part of it is that the crossbow... Oh, hung on something. Whew. The crossbow aimer does not match what I'm seeing on the screen, I don't think. And so, looking... Okay, when you just straight up shoot it, it flies all over the place. I can't figure out where to aim it. And it seems to maybe vary from model to model. But I'll show you. If I... Oh, is that a... Okay. If I crouch, you can see the eye, right? So the eye this time is right over the end of it. But earlier when I was playing, the eye was in a totally different spot. Weird. Yeah, earlier when I was playing, it was not where it is now. Why can't I just aim at their heads and shoot? Ooh, give me those. There are a lot of zombies out here. Alright, let's move on. And, oh no, I was gathering cotton, that's right. But yeah, it was, man, I just finished rendering a video to upload, and, well, I mean, yeah, you realize it's to upload. And I like to check to make sure it sounds alright and stuff after it's done rendering. I can never tell before if it's... Whoa, what happened there? And so I wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to hear it okay and stuff, and I'm like, huh, there's no dialogue. And then I realized there's no game sounds either. I hate when that happens. What really sucks too is that it's playing a video game I don't even want to play. I don't know why they won't buy a game that I enjoy if they want to play games with me. No, we gotta play Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't like PvP, and so it really irritates me to get on there and just have people kill you. I see it's got some new online settings though, but the other guys I play with, my friends, they like PvP, and so they're always in the PvP world, and they're like, hey, think you could join us tonight? Play some games? I mean, you don't have to or anything. No, I can play. I got time, I guess. Could you go buy Destiny or something, though? Play some MMOs. There you go. Get an MMO, and I'll play an MMO with you. Get a computer. How about we start with that? Get a computer. Play some 7 Days to Die together. I mean, first they gotta buy a computer. But, I much prefer playing on a PC to playing on a console. Although I was thinking today, man, I gotta get my Bloodborne game back out and play that some more. I got so many console games to play. It's ridiculous. I just keep buying them, too. I don't play them, just buy them. I do the computer, though, too. Buy computer games, never play them. I have Witcher 3. I haven't installed it yet. I never finished Witcher 2. And, I've been playing, Witcher 1 here in bits and pieces. All this last week I've been pretty busy playing other things with various friends. At least one of them is playing on the PC with me. The other guy, he wants or other guys, they want to play Grand Theft Auto. Gotta play that Grand Theft Auto on the PlayStation. Now see, the aimer has changed. You see that? So earlier, your fingers are not sticking up over top of the thing. Or maybe they were. I don't know. And now I can't hit this guy because I can't tell where the aimer is. Now see, it's to the left now of the center of this thing. Told ya. The aimer changes. Why does the aimer change? Tell you what, I don't like playing out here in this sunset stuff. Let's see. Give me back my bow, my blunderbuss, my shovel. You can keep the crossbow. I'll take the meat back. Nope. Dang it. Oh, see, that looked like it should have been. Where did you come from, lady? That's right, broke out my new club. I never even used it before. So I've been watching the American Horror Story again today. And yesterday and whatnot. I think last time I was talking about it, though, I had been watching American Horror Story Coven, and I finally finished that. It was pretty good. It had some good twists in it. People died I didn't expect to die. Things like that. I rather enjoyed it. And I thought it was an excellent season of American Horror Story. It's pretty good, though. They, followed the... Once the whole season's over, then you understand what the overarching storyline was, but it was... So they've got the Supreme Witch is the leader of the witches, and she's also the most powerful. There's seven abilities they can have, and the Supreme Witch can do all 7. And so the Supreme Witch had basically left the area because she didn't care. She was only in it for herself, and so she had left the coven to fend for itself without a leader. And so she only came back because she started to get sick, which indicated that a new Supreme was coming into her power. And so she came back, and there were these new girls at the coven who were, learning to be witches. And so she assumed it was one of those girls. And so she was testing them to try and figure out which one was the new Supreme, because as a new Supreme comes into power, the old Supreme wanes not just in power, but in life. And so for the new Supreme to become Supreme, the old Supreme has to die. And so her goal was to find this Supreme and kill them. And, which is what she did to the Supreme before her. And she killed the Supreme before her. And then she wanted to kill the new Supreme so that she could stay in power. And so that's what it was about. And the girls all are really powerful, and they don't tell you really everything that's going on as... Ooh, I don't know if I have a good one of those. I know I have a... I think I might have a purple one. Is a blue better than a yellow? I'm not sure. Probably. I destroyed a blue one today, though, so I hope it's not. I hope I've got a purple one back at base. What's this? Hunting rifle and hunting knife. Does nobody have the Magnum rifles? Bottle of water. Did I have water with me? Yeah, I've got tea. And so, it was good. They don't really reveal everything that's going on. They don't even reveal what powers they have. And then on top of that, there's it takes place in New Orleans, and so there's a truce between the voodoo priestess and the coven, and it was set decades ago because the voodoo priestess is like 300 years old or something like that. And so there's some stuff with her in it, and there's the one girl who is a new witch accidentally killed... I forget, this kid died. It was in the first 2 episodes, and because I watched the first 2 episodes and then stopped watching, I don't remember what happened in the first 2 episodes, but I know this kid died and then they brought him back to life, because that's one of their powers. And so there was a lot of stuff about that, and mostly it was about the new Supreme, and there's like a council that comes in, and stuff like that, but it was really good. And the new season I'm watching is the last season that was on, is American Horror Story. What's it called? American Horror Story Freak Show. And so Freak Show is about a freak show that is wintering in Florida, and they... I'd only watched the first 2 episodes of that, too. I thought I had watched a bunch of episodes of that one, and then when I went to watch it, yeah, only the first 2 episodes were missing, but they, which means I had watched them and deleted them. Leather tanning. And we got Pistol and Forge. Alright, neither of those is the Magnum book I'm looking for. But they're wintering in Florida. There's a little town nearby, and the owner of the freak show wants to be a star, and she feels that it was her right to be a star, and because of some things that happened to her, she didn't become a star, and so she likes to make herself the main attraction at the show, even though she just sings. And so some really good episodes in there so far. I really enjoyed the 3rd and 4th episodes, 4th and 5th episodes. No, 3rd and 4th were really good. And so far this story's been pretty good. I think I like the previous season better. Because this one gets a little confusing to me, and it seems a little... I don't know. It makes me miss Carnival, which was on HBO, which only got 1 season and should have had 2, so they could have finished the storyline. I hate when a show cancels without finishing the storyline. That makes me so angry. Have a show, make me watch it. Well, they don't make me watch it, but have a show I'm enjoying, and then cancel it, so that I can't find out what happened. It's irritating. But they've got this, okay, well, it starts off with this girl who's got 2 heads, and her mother is really mean to her, and she eventually kills her mother, and then the one half tries to kill the other half, because it's actually conjoined twins, 2 halves, and then that doesn't happen, and so she, the owner of the freak show, she goes to get them, because who doesn't want a 2-headed woman in your freak show? They got 1 arm, they got 2 arms, 2 legs. You know, they look normal. Ugh.
Oh.
Dang it! I didn't put down my sleeping bag. Oh, dang it. I hate that, too. I just looked over there. You saw me do it. Okay, I do not have a purple. I have got a great. Oh, there's also green. What is this? Fine? Okay. And then flawless is the best one. Gotcha. So they bring her to the show, and she's going to be the new main attraction, because the show is, you know, television's a new thing on the show. You know, it's like the 50s or 40s, whenever it'd be the 50s, and or 40s, somewhere in there. I think it's 1950 something. 40% of homes have televisions, so there's no reason to go to things like the freak show anymore. And But there's a Museum of Oddities in New York that is buying oddities, and this guy tries to sell them an oddity, and they, examine it and determine that it's a fake. And then the woman says as he's leaving that if he comes across anything real, that she'll buy it off of him for good money. And so he asks her where he could find that kind of stuff, and so she tells him the freak shows winter in New York, I think, and Florida. And so he turns to his assistant and says, "Oh well, New York is awfully cold." And so they are working to basically kill off the members of the freak show so that they can sell their bodies to this Museum of Oddities. So far, I've only got 4 episodes left, and so far they've killed a couple. But the 3rd and 4th episode were amazingly good. Alright, maybe not amazingly good, but I really enjoyed them. And the episodes were the Halloween special for it, and so it told a legend of, I think it was this duke who was born with 2 faces, one on the front of his head, one on the back of his head, and the one on the back of his head was known as like the devil's face or something like that, and it didn't talk or anything, but the Duke could hear it whispering. He was the only one, so he's crazy. And so he would tell him to do things, and eventually drove him insane. He went to a mental institution. He escaped from a mental institution, wound up in a freak show, and then on Halloween he killed everyone in the freak show and himself. I think he killed himself. And so freak shows will not put on a show on Halloween, because if you put a show on Halloween, it summons the Duke. And well, those people from New York, they show up, and the assistant, she pretends to be a trying to think. She pretends to be a clairvoyant, and tells the show owner that an important man will be there, and they have to put on a show for this important man from out of town. And so, because she wants to be a star, the freak show owner puts on a show on Halloween, and the only person in the audience is the Duke. And so after the show, the Duke goes around and talks to individuals, and gets them to tell their backstory, and so that way he can determine which one will join his band of freaks that will return with him to hell. And so while all this is going on, there's another story intertwined with it, where a guy dressed as a clown is killing people and kidnapping children. And so and then there's a crazy rich guy who basically gets whatever he wants from his mother. And so I mean, he's like a child. When I came through here last time to get my body, I thought that was a pyramid out in the desert. Turned out to be tents. So they bring the clown to him to appease him, because he wants to buy the two-headed woman, and she won't do it, and so he winds up with this killer clown, and then because he is crazy psychopath sadist, he follows the clown into the woods and sees the clown's got these kids locked up in the bus, and so they start putting on clown shows for the children who are slowly starving to death because they never bring them food. And so the Duke, after he talks to the individuals, he picks one of them, and then just as he's about to kill them to take them back to hell with him, he hears the music that the killer clown is playing on an old piano thing, and so he goes and you find out the backstory for the killer clown, and he takes the killer clown to hell with him. And it was really good. It was a really good couple of episodes. The rest of it's been pretty good. It gets a little confusing though. I don't like if they didn't have this thing in the show, I would probably think it was on par with the first season. The third season is definitely my favorite so far. Second season was pretty good too. I guess this one's probably about as good as the second season. The second season wasn't scary enough for me. The first season was pretty good. I know, you're sighing. Let me, I don't know what I can do for you because you're sighing. I drank my coffee. Can you drink this and then shut up? And, so, it was pretty good. Oh, no, I don't have any. Thought for a second there I was going to fall in the hole and get stuck like the last time. I guess I have supplies on me. I could have just built a new shovel. But so the yeah, so they've got the killer rich kid and the killer clown. Well, I guess the killer clown's gone now. And then like there's a bearded lady. There's a dude where his fingers are like attached to each other. Flippers, I guess. They're not. He doesn't have flippers though, because they're not all connected. It's just like he's got 2 fingers and a thumb. Although you can clearly see that he's got 4 fingers and a thumb. It's just that his fingers are connected to each other. His mom is the bearded lady. His father is the strong man, who comes from a family of people whose fingers stick together like that. What else is there? There's a really tall woman, and there was a really short woman, like tiny short, and there was a couple of pinheads, they called them. I'm not sure what that is, but oh, I don't know what that other guy's got. He's got really short arms. But really short arms. That's a good description. I have no idea what his condition's called. He's got some cool tattoos, though. Which he like tattooed himself up with the bones that are underneath, which I thought was cool. And there's some other stories going on with the townspeople too. They just tarred and feathered a guy on the episode I watched, but I got 4 more episodes of that to finish that season. I was gonna say, did I run past my bag? Like I didn't see the town, so I don't know where my bag would have got off to. But so yeah, I should finish that one up here pretty quick. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like American Horror Story. I hope they got another season coming out this year. I didn't look to see if they got renewed for another season. I really like that each season is that really look like giant spiders to me. I really hope that their new season let me try that again. I really like American Horror Story's seasons because each season is a separate story. And so it's pretty cool how they do that. And my favorite thing about the show is that cast members from previous seasons are in each season. Not all of the cast members, but it's like having a play group, right? Like not a play group, a troupe, a play troupe, theater troupe. There we go. That's the words I'm looking for. And so even though they put on different stories, it's the same people. They just get to play different parts. And so it's pretty cool to see the actors get to act out very different parts. So you get to see the range of acting that they have, which I think is pretty cool. Man, I gotta build some more crossbow bolts here before I get dead again. I know like Jessica Lange is always a major part in it. Kathy Bates was in the last season and this season, and I don't know all their names. The kid, there was this kid. He was in the first season, and in the first season he was a ghost, and in the second season he was, I want to say, a monster, maybe, or no, he was just was he a monster in that season? I know there was a monster in that season because it was the asylum. He was just in the prison trying to the asylum for some reason. I don't remember. But he's been in the third season. He was they accidentally killed this kid, and then they brought him, or they pieced him back together. So he's like Frankenstein kind of. So he played Frankenstein in that season, and then this season he's the flipper boy, they call him. Crossbow. Can't hit what I'm aiming at with you. And then like Jessica Lange in the first season, she was alright, you and I seem to have used up all my feathers. In the first season, she was the mother of the kid who was a ghost, and in the second season, I think she was the head of the asylum, and the third season she was the Supreme, and then in the fourth season she's the head of the carnival. So that's all really cool. I like how she's, they get to play all these different parts. It's really cool. So, anyways, I'm going to call it here. So click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.